It's not every year that the rules of the game change overnight, but 2025 has turned out to be one of those rare moments. After years of back-and-forth legal confusion and endless paperwork, something shifted. Firearms that once lived in the shadows, buried under forms tax stamps and threats of reclassification, are now stepping back into the light. This isn't about flashy paint jobs or cosmetic upgrades. It's about real platforms designs that had been tied down for too long finally being free to breathe again. Rifles built with suppressors from the ground up. Pistols that folded smaller than a backpack but carried the punch of a rifle. Oddball designs that dared the system to call them illegal and won. For those who live and breathe firearms, 2025 feels like a reset button. It's a moment where innovation finally outruns red tape and where shooters can once again reach for tools that had almost disappeared. That's what this list is about: 8 firearms that were once tangled in gray areas but now stand clear, ready to be run hard. So let's count them down. 8 platforms, each with its own story. Some compact, some suppressed, some controversial, but all back where they belong. We'll start with a rifle-caliber pistol that folds down smaller than you'd believe, and a stripped-down sibling of one of the most iconic carbines of the last decade. My number 8, Sig Sauer MCX. Rattler PCB Compact doesn't even begin to describe the Sig Sauer MCX Rattler PCB. Built for when space is tight but firepower is non-negotiable. This platform was designed to pack rifle-caliber punch into a package smaller than a laptop bag. Chambered in 300 blackout or 5.56, it folds down to under 18 inches, disappearing into a sling bag or stashing under a seat without compromise. For a long time, though, owning one meant uncertainty. The pivoting contour brace it shipped with had regulators circling, unsure if it should be treated as a pistol or as a short-barreled rifle. That kind of legal gray area left many owners hesitant, leaving the Rattler more admired from afar than actually fired. But in 2025, the tide turned. The rules that tied the Rattler down were rolled back, clearing the way for it to stand as what it was always meant to be: one of the most capable, compact defensive platforms in the world. At around $2,500, it's not a budget gun, but what you're buying is a rugged, monolithic, upper rock-solid reliability and gas tuning that handles everything from quiet subsonic loads to sharp, supersonic rounds without a hiccup. In the world of rifle-caliber pistols, nothing else shrinks down this small while hitting this hard. The Rattler PCB is back, and it's here to stay. Number 7. Q Sugarweasel. Don't let the playful name fool you. The Q Sugarweasel is the leaner, meaner cousin of the legendary Honey Badger, a stripped-down carbine that trades boutique polish for raw, no-nonsense performance. Chambered in 300 blackout, it delivers the same suppressed, friendly DNA, but with forged receivers, instead of billet keeping costs in check while staying lethal in the field. Weighing in at under 5 pounds, the Sugarweasel is built to move. A 7-inch barrel and adjustable gas block make it a natural suppressor host, while Q's Cherry Bomb muzzle device adds just enough attitude to remind you this platform isn't playing games. It runs subsonic loads smooth and quiet, but it'll bark with supersonics if you want more bite. Of course, the brace crackdown nearly killed it. Like the Honey Badger, the Sugarweasel was swept into the storm of reclassification, and for a time, buyers and dealers alike backed away waiting for clarity. The gun that was designed to be nimble and suppressed became a legal question mark. That's no longer the case. With the rule rolled back in 2025, the Sugarweasel is once again recognized for what it is: a pistol, plain and simple. Cute name aside, this is a serious tool. Agile, compact, and built to run, it's back on the shelves and ready to prove why it earned its reputation in the first place. Number 6. Silencerco Maxim 9. Most pistols tolerate a suppressor. The Maxim 9 was born with one. Silencerco didn't just bolt a can onto a frame. They built the entire handgun around suppression from the ground up. The result is a 9mm sidearm where the suppressor isn't an afterthought, it's the design itself. Modular in length, you can keep it short and tight for maneuverability or extend it for maximum quiet. Run subsonic ammo, and the Maxim 9 whispers, delivering hearing-safe shots without rattling the neighborhood. And unlike traditional setups, there's no guesswork about threading, no fiddling with springs, no extra parts needed just to make the thing cycle. It's turnkey suppression in pistol form. The problem? The paperwork killed it. Nobody wanted to wait half a year or more for a stamp or pay extra fees for something that should have been straightforward. Sales stalled, enthusiasm cooled, and the Maxim 9 became more a curiosity than a go-to choice. But now, approvals move faster and interest is roaring back. At around $1,400, it's not the cheapest handgun, but what you're buying is purpose-built suppression, clean, compact, and reliable. Add an optic feed at the right ammo, and you've got a pistol that doesn't just shoot quietly. It redefines what a suppressed handgun can be. CZ Scorpion 3 Plus Micro. Few names carry as much weight in the world of compact subguns as the CZ Scorpion. From Cold War roots to modern upgrades, it's always been a favorite for shooters who want reliability and fun in a package that doesn't break the bank. The 3 Plus Micro version takes that legacy and sharpens it with features designed for today. A flared magwell speeds, reloads, ambidextrous controls keep it friendly for everyone, and an improved grip angle brings better ergonomics. Its 4.2-inch hammer-forged barrel keeps it short and light, while the simple blowback system makes it one of the easiest suppressor hosts you'll find. It runs whatever C you feed it without drama. But this one nearly disappeared. During the brace crackdown, there was real talk of reclassifying platforms like the Scorpion Micro as short-barreled shotguns, a bizarre and crushing move that had owners and fans nervous. Dealers hesitated, buyers backed off, and for a while the Scorpion's future looked shaky. In 2025, that uncertainty ended. The brace rule vanished and the Scorpion 3 Plus Micro snapped back into its rightful lane, a pistol, clean and clear. At around $1,300, it's one of the most accessible options on this list, delivering performance that punches far above its price. Affordable, reliable, and downright fun, it's back where it belongs. Number 4. Franklin Armory RS-7. Some firearms bend the rules. The Franklin Armory RS-7 broke them wide open. With its patented straight-cut barrel, neither rifled nor smooth, bore, the RS-7 refused to fit into the neat categories regulators depend on. Not a rifle, not a shotgun, it lived in a space the National Firearms Act didn't account for. That bold design drew attention fast. ATF tried to shut it down and lawsuits followed. But Franklin Armory didn't blink. They fought, and in the end a federal judge ruled the agency had overstepped. The Department of Justice didn't bother to appeal. The RS-7 stood tall and the firearm world took notice. On paper, it looks like a rifle-caliber pistol, a 7.5-inch barrel, forged aluminum receivers, pistol-length gas system, and chambering in either 5.56 or 300 blackout. It ships with a vertical foregrip B5 Bravo furniture and the Triumph muzzle device. It even offers a binary trigger option for those who want to push it further. What makes it remarkable isn't just the spec sheet, but the freedom it represents. You can own it without a tax stamp. You can cross state lines without paperwork. It's compact, capable, and completely outside the old boxes. The RS-7 isn't just a firearm, it's a statement. Number 3. B&T GHM-9's Compact Gen 2. Built in Switzerland with the kind of precision you'd expect from a high-end watchmaker, the B&T GHM-9 Compact Gen 2 is more than just another pistol-caliber platform. Chambered in 9mm and built like a tank, it delivers smooth blowback operation, and handling that feels far more re-ease than its modest footprint suggests. What held it back wasn't performance, it was paperwork. The telescoping brace setup dropped the GHM-9 into a legal gray area, and many dealers wouldn't even touch it. Nobody wanted to gamble with a product that might get reclassified overnight. For a while, the GHM-9 was admired mostly on European ranges and wish lists in the States. But now the roadblocks are gone. In 2025, the brace confusion was rolled back and the GHM-9 Compact returned to what it should have always been, a pistol. No stamps, no loopholes, no wondering if you need to call your lawyer. Just a slick, compact platform that runs Glock mags, eats recoil like a subgun, and tucks into a backpack without effort. At just under 5 pounds with full-length rails and crisp controls, it feels more like a refined carbine than a pistol. The GHM-9 Gen 2 is finally here without caveats, and it's every bit worth the wait. Daniel Defense DDM-4ISR. Some rifles get suppressed after the fact. The DDM-4ISR was designed to live that way from the very first drawing board. Daniel Defense built this integrally suppressed AR platform around the 300 Blackout cartridge, and every inch of it reflects that purpose. The pinned 9-inch barrel and welded suppressor bring the total length to a legal 16 inches. That means you only need a single stamp for the suppressor, not for the rifle itself. One and done. It's a rifle that bypasses one of the biggest headaches shooters have faced for years. Performance matches the paperwork advantage. Whether you're shooting 110-grain supersonics or 220-grain subsonics, the DDM-4ISR cycles smoothly and keeps groups tight. The gas system is tuned to handle both ends of the spectrum, while the cold hammer-forged barrel ensures long-term durability. Unlike tacked-on cans, the integral design balances the rifle, preventing the nose-heavy feel that plagues so many suppressed builds. For years, rifles like this were rare to see in circulation. Long wait times and fears of shifting classifications kept them sidelined. But with 2025's shift in suppressor policy, platforms like the DDM-4ISR finally get the stage they deserve. It's sleek, balanced, and built from the ground up to run quietly. Number 1. Maxim Defense PDX-SD Compact, suppressed, purpose-built. The Maxim Defense PDX-SD isn't just another short rifle, it's a statement on what a duty-ready suppressed system can look like when designed without compromise. At its heart is a 5.5-inch barrel, chambered in either 5.56 or 300 Blackout. Wrapped around it is the oversized integral suppressor affectionately nicknamed the soup can. It looks fat, but every inch of that girth serves a purpose. The design reduces back pressure, controls gas blowback, and keeps the system balanced in ways most stubby rifles only dream about. The result, a suppressed platform that measures under 24 inches total length. That's shorter than many unsuppressed carbines, yet it runs reliably indoors through tight hallways or in vehicle scenarios. At roughly 7.5 pounds, it carries well and swings fast, while the balance point sits exactly where you need it for close quarters control. Before 2025, the PDX-SD was more fantasy than reality. The combination of integral suppression NFA paperwork and shifting ATF guidance left most shooters unwilling to bother. Even those who could afford the nearly $3,700 price tags often walked away deterred by the maze of approvals. But that's over. With the rules eased and approvals moving faster than ever, the PDX-SD has returned as it was meant to be a surgical suppressed powerhouse that thrives where other platforms choke. For those who want the ultimate close quarters tool, this is the crown jewel of 2025. So, there you have it. 8 firearms that once lived under the weight of restrictions, confusion, and endless delays, now finally back where they belong. From the compact precision of the GHM-9 to the whisper-quiet Maxim 9, from the legacy of the Scorpion Micro to the radical defiance of the RS-7, each tells its own story. And standing tall at the top, the PDX-SD shows just how far innovation can go when it's no longer shackled. The past few years didn't make these guns better. What changed was the freedom to own and run them without second-guessing. Legal clarity and faster approvals didn't just remove obstacles, they unlocked innovation that had been waiting in the wings. And the result is a lineup of platforms that don't just look good on paper, they're practical, reliable, and ready for real use. This list proves a simple point: when pressure eases, creativity shows up fast. Engineers, designers, and manufacturers don't stop building, they just wait for the chance to deliver. Now that chance has arrived, and the market is already shifting. If you're into compact PDWs, integrally suppressed builds, or just want something that finally makes sense to own again, now's the time. These aren't pipe dreams anymore. They're real, available, and waiting. So, tell us, out of all 8, which one would you put at the top of your list? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more. Stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next one.